Hello students. Today in this lecture, we are going to discuss about distribution and supply channel concepts and marketing channel functions. Firstly, we'll talk about distribution. It is a channel through which valuable products reaches the ultimate consumer. The channel of distribution is the pathway directing the flow of goods and services from producers to consumers via intermediaries through their functions and attainment of mutual objectives. A normal distribution channel includes producer, wholesaler, retailer, and consumer. First is producer. A producer is the one who manufactures goods and services. The next is wholesaler. He is the one who buys goods in bulk quantity. Then we come to retailer. He is the one whose business is to sell huge variety of goods and services to consumers, which are assembled at his premises as per the needs of consumer. The last one is consumer. Consumer is the one who actually consumes the final goods and services. Now let us discuss the factors that influence the decision of selecting the distribution channel. The first one is product consideration. The points that need to be discussed here are: first is price of the product. A high price product will have fewer middlemen because the number of buyers will be less. Contrarily, a low-priced product with large number of buyers will require more channels of middlemen, as the manufacturer will not be able to deal directly with every buyer. Second point is product type. A perishable product will not have more middlemen because the product should reach the consumer as early as possible. For example, bread manufacturers normally have a direct contact with retailers. The third point is after-sale services. Some products may require after-sale services. The product like motor vehicles, air conditioners, televisions, etc. require after-sale services. The channel of distribution will be short for such products. The second factor is market consideration. The nature and size of market and customers influence the decision of selecting channels of distribution. The following are the points we consider under this. First is market size. In considering market size, if the product is to be sold in a large market, then it requires a long channel of distribution. A limited market size will not require more middlemen. Second is nature and location of customers. Here, the products of industrial use are directly bought from the manufacturer that requires middlemen. If the buyer is located in a populated area, then direct selling approach will be easy to use as compared to those areas where buyers are dispersed in the large area. The next is consumer consideration. The quantity to be purchased and the number of customers also influence the selection of a particular channel of distribution. First, number of customers. It influences the channel of distribution. When the number of customers is small and they are located at central places, then direct selling will be easy and economical. If the number of customers is large and they are scattered over different areas, then middlemen will be helpful in marketing. 2. Quantity to be purchased. When customers purchase large quantity of goods, then they should prefer to deal with a manufacturer or producer. On the other hand, if customers purchase small quantities, then sell through middlemen will be easy. Now we will talk about supply chain concept. It is the coordination of production, inventory, location, and transportation among the participants in a supply chain to achieve the best mix of responsiveness and efficiency for the market being served. Let us discuss this one by one. Production. What products does the market want? how much of which product should be produced and by when. This activity includes the creation of master production schedules that take into account plant capacities, workload balancing, and equipment maintenance. Inventory. What inventory should be stocked at each stage in a supply chain? How much inventory should be held as raw materials, semi finished, or finished goods? The primary purpose of inventory is to act as a buffer against uncertainty in the supply chain. Location. Where should facilities of production and inventory storage be located? Where are the most cost efficient locations for production and for storage of inventory? Should existing facilities be used or new ones be built? Once these decisions are made, they determine the possible paths available for products to follow through for delivery to the final customers. Transportation. How should inventory be moved from one supply chain location to another? Air freight and truck delivery are generally fast and reliable but expensive. Shipping by sea or rail is much less expensive but usually involves longer transit times and more uncertainty. This uncertainty must be compensated for by stocking higher levels of inventory. Now let us discuss important functions of marketing channel. Information provider. Middlemen have a role in providing information about the market to the manufacturer. Developments like changes in customer demography, media habits, and the entry of a new competitor or a new brand and changes in customer preferences are some of the information that all manufacturers want. Price stability. Many a time, the middlemen absorb an increase in the price of the product and continue to charge the customer the same old price. This is because of the intra-middlemen competition. The middlemen also maintain price stability by keeping their overheads low. Promotion. Promoting the product is another function that middlemen perform. Many of them design their own sales incentive programs aimed at building customers' traffic at the other outlets. Financing. Middlemen finance manufacturers' operation by providing the necessary working capital in the form of advance payments for goods and services. The payment is made in advance even though the manufacturer may extend credit, since it has to be made even before the products are bought, consumed, and paid for by the ultimate consumer. Title. Most middlemen take the title to be goods, services, and trade in their own name. This helps in diffusing the risks between the manufacturer and middlemen. This also enables middlemen to be in physical possession of the goods, which in turn enables them to meet customer demands at every moment it rises. Help in production function. The producer can concentrate on the production function, leaving the marketing program to middlemen who specialize in this profession. Their services can best be utilized for selling the product. The finance required for organizing marketing can profitably be used in production where the rate of return is greater. Matching demand and supply. The chief function of intermediaries is to assemble the goods from many producers in such a manner that a customer can effect purchases with ease. The goal of marketing is the matching of segments of supply and demand. Pricing. The producer should invite the suggestions from the middlemen who are very close to the ultimate users and know what they can pay for the product. Pricing may be different for different markets or products depending upon the channel of distribution. Standardizing transactions. Standardizing transactions is another function of marketing channels. For example, In the milk delivery system, the distribution is standardized throughout the marketing channel so that consumers do not need to negotiate with the sellers. Matching buyers and sellers. Normally, most sellers do not know where they can reach potential buyers, and similarly, buyers do not know where they can reach potential sellers. For example, a painter of modern art may not know where he can reach his potential customer, but an art dealer would surely know. Take with this, we end with this topic.